Dennis Committee here, goals in 282.
Hi Dennis, tonight should be
From the big show. For the other, the season is cut.
We'll have a match next week.
This and here's the bounce to begin the game. McAvoy directs it down. The kick not met. He gives the ball away. Virgil onto the ball. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Gets the loose ball. Is in his possession. Levy covers some ground with that effort. Does well to keep it in play. Sorry, I spoke too soon. It goes across the line. The ball is coming back into play. McAvoy outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Wines sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Out on the fullback, Pollock. The ball goes over the line. Burgoyne with the kick. Hands like dinner plates. Gray going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short. Tactically this week. 60 metres out. Pollock kicks hard along the boundary line. Good mark by Beebert. He chooses to play on. Doesn't cover much ground with that kick.
Hiddard obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. He steadies now in front of goal. Gray marks it. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Gray goes for goal. It's going. Shocking kick. Nowhere near the target.
The ball crosses the line. A rushed kick. A solid mark from Whitecross. A low stabbing kick. Stratton has it. Sends it on its way. Dropped by Beebert. Kicks. McAvoy, the better man there. Boots it. Hard time. Wins the marking contest. Kicked in a flurry. Gunston got under it. Testing shot outside the 50. Gunston. Point the difference. It's not the score he was looking for.
Westhoff is one of those talented players with a golden boot. His kicks are fantastic. He slams that on the boot. It comes off hands and the ball is out of play. The umpire will toss it back in. It's tapped down nicely. Boat kicks it out on the full and the ball goes out of bounds. Schoenmakers taking aim. Schoenmakers goes for goal.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. McAvoy, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Pollock claims it. Works it across the ground. Dixon marks it. He plays on now. He lays off the pass. Boat boots it. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. The boundary umpire will throw it in. It's a good throw in. Punch by Cloby. O'Mara onto the ball. Pollock with the football. Taken by Whitecross.
The Hawks are having shots for goal on the run rather than looking to hit targets inside 50. And why shouldn't they when they have so many quality kicks in the team? Wines with the ball. He opts to play on. He gets boot to the ball. Gray plays the tackle when the ball comes loose. Out on the full, Hawthorn gets the free kick and the ball is out of play. He slams that on the boot. Nankervis takes the mark.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Adams sends one up towards the wing. Takes the mark all by himself. Kicked by Cracker. Archie alone for the uncontested mark. Gets boot to Leather. Nice mark there. Levy decides to play on. Couldn't hold on to the mark. He gives the ball away. Able to grab it on the half volley. He handballs it. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Gunston has his head down now. Spears a low ball. Henderson has it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Going for goal number 1. What a great goal by Henderson. That's his first.
Henderson needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps a player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Burgoyne onto the ball. Hits the running man. O'Brien brought him down, holding the ball. Kicks it long. Rioli marks it. Looks like he panicked there. Adams gets the interception on the bounce. Handballs to the running man. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Wines wants to play on. Pollock with the mark.
Well, the quality of disposal has been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled Port Adelaide to rack up the marks. The Power need to cut out these junk possessions and become more attacking. The ball is tapped. Ebert being penalised there. Nice bit of power then. Langford with good strong hands.
Scoops up the bouncing ball. Kicks it. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. The loose ball picked up. Ebert has the ball. Has it now. The loose ball scooped up. He's got the football now. Jams it on the boot now. Shoots off the handball. Send the torp in, big fella. Vickery claims it. Kicked in a flurry. No one troubling him there.
The Hawks' big men are not pulling down many marks inside the 50, with most of the Hawthorn scoring opportunities coming from shots on the run. That's out on the full. The ball crosses the line. Mitchell lines up, sending it on its way. He intercepts the ball.
Hard time. Thinks that was holding the ball, and the umpire agrees. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him he'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. McAvoy might struggle for this distance, going for goal number 1. What a huge goal by McAvoy. That's his first. They increase their lead. More bounce than a dodgy check. Levy really gets onto this one. The ball mopped up. Sends it on its way. Wins the hard ball.
The dominance we're seeing from the Hawks at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50. Puts boot to ball. White misses the ball and he goes down.
He gathers the loose ball. He's racking up possessions. That came off the boot with huge power. Out of bounds near the 50. It'll come back from the boundary line. The umpire's throw is a good one. Levy without a touch. The clearance by McAvoy. Out of bounds in the pocket. Burgoyne has it.
Burgoyne's just got a strong pair of hands when it comes to marking. Shields kicks it. A nice contested mark. Rioli slams the ball to his boot. A nice contested mark. Sending it on its way. A good contested mark there.
Boots it. He takes an uncontested mark. Opportunity now for Partown. 45 metres out. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. Hawthorn by 20 points. It's not the score he was looking for.
Westhoff would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side. Hartung kicks up the loose ball. He receives the ball. The umpire pays the free kick.
He spears the ball. Shields claims it. Choose to kick it. Hartlett has it. He opts to play on. Out on the full, the Hawks free kick, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds. Mitchell lets fly with a shot at goal. Hawthorn with a handy break, leading the Power 26-0. Cleared by Clovey. Birchall gets a nice bump from Gray. That had some power behind it. The ball crosses the boundary. And we'll get a throw in. You can see the determination on the ruckman's faces.
Lobby has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. He gets boot to the ball. Good mark. Burgoyne kicks the ball. It's a mark. He boots it. No one around troubling him there.
Kicks. McAvoy claims the ball. Boots it. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Almost the peg. He plays on now. Impey shoots off the handball. Off the side of the boot. Terrible kick. Burgoyne has it. Slams it on the boot. Rioli with the mark. Rioli kicks hard along the boundary line. Takes the mark all by himself.
The dominance we're seeing from Hawthorn at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50. It's played on. He boots it. Wines puts his boot on it. Homsch with the mark.
Homsch sends one up towards the wing. Trackett with the mark. Played on. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Well, despite his best efforts, he can't keep it in play any longer. The ball has been thrown in. McAvoy with the tap. Langford on the ball at the moment. Rioli lining up. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. Great mark over the pad. 50 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Gunston up. 50 metres from home. Gunston takes aim for goals. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. That's his first. The bounces straight up and down. He grabs it on the run. O'Mara there to mop it up. A lot of possessions for him. He gains possession with the ball now. A lovely drop punt. An easy grab for Clovey. Stabs the ball. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. The first term is over, and the Hawks lead by 32.
Well, they're still in it, but they need something to ignite them in this last quarter. They can't expect their opposition to hand it to them.
Let's have a look at the stats.
Both teams near equal.
The second term is underway.
Second quarter action underway.
Trackett thumps it forward. Birchall bumped off the ball. Grabs the footy. He's really a ball magnet. Handball short. Pollock sends the ball on its way. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. Sends it on its way. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. A good job keeping it in play there. Drake heads in for the goals. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. Billy gets onto this one. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Rioli swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell them hard time. A long way out.
The Power just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Both with good, strong hands. Sending it on its way. Mitchell, just the better man in that contest. Puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark.
Picked by Langford. Schoenmakers has it. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. Levy takes it well. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holiday.
Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Puts boot to ball. That's a great goal.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Levy wins the tap. Terrible timing by McAvoy. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. McAvoy got a fist on him. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Spears a low ball. Gunston gets the upper hand. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Too far out to score, surely. 50 metres from home. Hunter slams one on the boot for goal. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. Here's the bounce.
Lobby can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Wines, mops up the ball. Rioli cuts off the ball. Strong mark there.
Hunter will have to put everything into this one. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. A chance to add one more to his tally. That's 6 in a row for the Hawks. Hawthorn leads by 50. McAvoy totally outclassed in that contest. No good tackling him there, mate. There's nothing to damage. High tackle. Puts boot to ball. Wins the hard ball.
McAvoy needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Vickery with good strong hands. He boots it. Hartlett scoops it up and the ball goes out of play.
The umpires with a good throw. Levy didn't even get close to that tap. Need slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. That kick has covered a very long distance. Strong mark by Birchall. A desperate kick there. A nice running mark. Jurade boots it. Well, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark.
O'Meara needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. He slams that on the boot. Gunston gets the upper hand.
Shot at goal by Gunston. It's going. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. It's not the score he was looking for. Westhoff setting up the play. Sends it out of the defensive 50. Dances around the boundary line. Couldn't pull it off. We'll have a throw in. He finds the boundary line regardless. A spiraling torpedo from Boak. Able to grab it on the half volley. Gray comes away with the ball. Choose to kick it. He picks it up. Birchall handball short. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. McAvoy boots it. The ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by Rioli. He picks up the loose ball. Sockers the ball away. Levy bumps. Adams gathers. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
The Hawks have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. That's out on the full, and the ball crosses over the boundary. Puts boot to ball. O'Brien marks it.
Jams it on the boot now. There'll be a free kick here for something that obviously happened behind play. Chips it down towards half forward. That was all Rioli. Rioli kicks hard along the boundary line. Boak gets the upper hand. Bumps the pigskin. Marked by Collar.
No questioning whether the power can take a mark. I think everyone has seen enough cheap marks taken out there. The power need to start kicking more direct for goal. Dixon with good strong hands.
Played on. Kicks the skin off it. He spent that one before he had it. Whitecross swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. Strong mark by Rioli. Spears a low ball. Both marks. Played on. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. He simply stepped the ball over the line. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Nice torpedo. Hodge. A great effort. Pollock wants to play on. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Gets boot to leather. Marked by McAvoy. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. Ruckman hard at it. One down by McAvoy. Ebert delivers the ball forward. Out of bounds it goes. And we'll get a throw in. The ball is returned to play. Claimed by Lobie. Stratton gets it on the bounce. With the ball now. Craig sends the ball on its way. Burgoyne grabs that one.
Burgoyne is just so creative that the coach has just given him the freedom to experiment and take the game on, knowing that he's just all class. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there. Wines, plays it on. Sending it on its way.
Takes it well. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. That was all Vickery. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Great mark under pressure. Choose to kick it. Langford marks. Trims the grass with that one. Hunter claims the ball. 45 metres out. Puts boot to ball. Hunch, the better man there. Lobs the handball. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Puts boot to ball. The contest, no match for him. Pollock caught with the ball. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Ebert plays it on. Choose to kick it. Burgoyne with an easy mark. Gets boot to high. O'Brien takes it well. O'Brien kicks hard along the boundary line. O'Mara got under it. Sends the Sharon on its way. He takes an uncontested mark. 50 metres from home. Sharon Makers shoots for goal. Wins the hard ball.
Westhoff, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Mitchell covers some ground with that kick. Gunston with good strong hands.
Gunston shoots for goal. Gunston just manages to sink it. This one gives them an even bigger lead. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Levy hits it. Craig has the ball. Oh, he's given that Torp an almighty thump. Pollock, the better man there. He's elected to play on. Just in time with that kick. Wines made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Levy puts it on the boot. Right, failing to get near it, Butcher.
Yeah, he's barely touched the ball, Dennis.
Gets his first possession of the match.
The Hawks have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Port Adelaide need to stop trying to outmark the Hawks and just get a fist into the contest. He kicks the ball. Strong mark there. He gets boot to the ball. And the ball goes out of play. The umpire wants to throw it in.
McAvoy didn't even get close to that tap. Gets it away in the nick of time. He handballs it. Vickery clearly doesn't get enough attention. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. And the mark will be paid. Birchall feeds it wide. O'Mara got under it.
The Hawks have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Impey with the kick. The ball has been grabbed on the bounce. Gives it to the running man. It's been cut off. He cuts the ball off.
A clean pickup. The ball was thrown. Free kick for Dixon. Jams it on the boot. Burton marks it. Low spearing kick. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. A nothing kick. The mark is taken by Cloby. He plays on now. Chip kick along the wing. A solid mark from White. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. A 45-degree angle for this kick, marked by Ebert. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the second term. The score's the Hawks 57 to put Adelaide nothing.
My motto was to always get to the next contest. One more contest. Whether I was in a slump or feeling badly or having trouble off the field, the only thing to do was to get to one more contest.
Is there anything interesting in the stats, Richo?
The Power are far behind on the scoreboard, but are neck and neck with Hawthorn in the stats.
Much appreciated, Richo. Well, I hope you enjoyed that first half. Back soon with half number 2. Players have taken to the ground looking refreshed and they're ready, so let's get the third term going.
The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination.
McAvoy aims for his man on the ground, able to grab it on the half volley. Quick hands find the running player. Intercepted by Shields. O'Mara sends the ball on its way.
The Hawks have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Port Adelaide need to stop trying to outmark the Hawks and just get a fist into the contest. Lining it up with the goal now. Part-time. Goes for goal. Hit the post. That's a behind.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. He plays it to himself. Westhoff completely shanked that one. Run control to Major Tom. Shields gets the upper hand. Boots it. Schoenmakers wins the marking contest. 35 metres out. You're backing from this position. Schoenmakers shoots. Pinpoint accuracy from Schoenmakers. This kick has extended their lead.
Schoenmakers. It's pretty handy around goal. He just has that sixth sense of knowing where the goals are at all times.
He picked it up off the ground. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Adams sends one up towards the wing. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Well, the quality of disposal has been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled Port Adelaide to rack up the marks. Port Adelaide need to cut out these junk possessions and become more attacking. Gray slams the ball to his boot. O'Brien marks it. He slams that on the boot. The mark will be paid.
He decides to play on. Out on the full, Hawthorn free kick. The ball crosses the line. Burgoyne kicks it. He gets above the crowd.
Sending it on its way. Adams takes the mark.
Played on. Keeps it close to the ground. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Wines wants to play on. Gets boot to high. It was all his.
Well, the quality of disposal has been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled Port Adelaide to rack up the marks. Port Adelaide need to cut out these junk possessions and become more attacking.
Out of bounds on the full it goes. Ball over the boundary line. Kicked by Shields. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. Pittard taking aim. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. The ball crosses the line. Boundary umpire will throw it in. The umpires with a good throw. McAvoy taps it. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Send the top in, big fella. Hartlett with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Booted by Vickery, and the mark will be paid. O'Murray sends the ball on its way. Jams it on the boot now. He gets above the crowd. Shields slams it on the boot. A nice running mark.
The Hawks have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. O'Meara kicks the ball.
That drop punt works well for Hartlett. Takes that one strongly. Trims the grass with that one, and the mark will be paid. He's been told to play on. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Picture perfect drop punt. White controls it. Kicks. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Opportunity now for Pittard. This will certainly test him from this distance. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. Great mark over the pack.
Wines is one of the cleanest marks of the football in the game. Sending it on its way. It's a mark.
Levy feeds it wide. Shields has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Kept alive under pressure. He has the ball. Bonfrey's missed the kick altogether. Duray claims the ball. Boots it. Does well to keep it in play. There'll be a free kick here for something that obviously happened behind play. Ebert over the top.
Ebert is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Polek hands over the ball. Puts boot to ball. And the ball is out of play. Wines, boots it. Polek marks the ball.
Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Bumps the pigskin. Gathers the ball. He hand passes the ball. Curtis needs to sink this one. The power get there first. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Clean tap by Globey. Boat with the football. Stratton has it. Jams it on the boot now. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Pollock picks up the bouncing ball. A great effort. Birchall with a short hand pass. Handballs from the tackle. He gathers the loose ball. They really need a goal on the board now. It goes through for a behind. I would have expected him to nail that. He picks it up. Stratton throws it clear as day. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him going for goal number 2. Curtis. Not the worst shot for goal, but Those who are worse wouldn't need to hire the Maya Music Bowl to hold a convention. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. A cool, calm head, clearing it out of defence. A rushed kick. He scoops the ball off the ground. Birchall again, Richard.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis.
It's like he has the ball on a string. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Testing shot outside the 50.
It's clear that Hawthorn have been practising their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Wide cross, boots it long. He marks the ball. Langford puts his boot on it.
Adams collects. He scoops the ball off the ground. Approaching the goals now. Crackett racking up the possessions. Half-time. Just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Gunston lines it up 30 metres from home. Gunston hammers the ball for goal. Gunston scores with a beautiful kick. Hawthorn leads by 63.
Gunston will want to try and wheel around onto his favoured foot, but he's still very capable on the other.
White takes an uncontested mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. He takes control of the loose ball. Nankervis. Again, Richard. This game is in danger of spiralling out of control. They must get a goal here. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Punched by McAvoy. The bouncing ball is controlled. Crackett tries his luck along the ground. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Going for goal number 1. That ball's travelling. Buckers back. The ball heads out of bounds. Jams it on the boot now. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Lining up the goal now. Going for goal number 1. A good mark under the circumstances. Here's a chance for White, 20 metres out. He's on a 30-degree angle. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. It's not the score he was looking for.
Stratton is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. That's a mark.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Good tap from Globey. Boat comes away with the ball. Marked by White.
Port Adelaide haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. He steadies now in front of goal. The ball's travelling. Nice kick.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Tapped by Globey, kicked by Boak. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Nice mark there. Sends it on its way. Takes that one strongly. Bounces favourably for Rioli. Nice hands. 45 metres out. Schoenmaker's taking a chance at goal. Look at that. He's put it through. Good things come in threes. That's his third. Bounce goes the ball. Levy nicely outclassing McAvoy. Goes short with a hand pass. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Gray just squeezes the kick out. Wines pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. 25 metres out. Nankervis needs to sink this one. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Levy with the hit in the back. They should dust him for fingerprints. Boots it. Perfect timing from Langford. Jams it on the boot now. A mark by O'Mara.
O'Meara. He's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. McAvoy kicks the ball. Mitchell marks the ball. He steadies now in front of goal. Puts boot to ball. Gunston gets the upper hand.
35 metres out. Gunston whacks one on the boot for goal. Hawthorn starting to exert some dominance over the Power with the lead of 82-32.
Lobby can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Ebert handballs it. He's approaching the goals now. Pittard with the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. They really need a goal on board now.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball is bounced. Levy got the hit out. Takes possession. An easy interception for Gray. Virgil on the ball at the moment. Marked by Shields. Whoa, that's a nice long kick. A great effort. His kicks are like fingerprints. No two ever the same. It was all his. Pittard just gauging which way that wind was blowing. Gray chucks the ball away. As we go into the final break, the scores are Hawthorn 82, Port Adelaide 38. Both coaches will be anxious, no doubt, to reinforce the importance of the last quarter's performance to their players.
If Port Adelaide could going to stage a comeback here, they're going to have to find that something extra.
Time to take a look at the stats. It's almost over now.
Ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles.
Wow, some of his hits border on felonious assault. McAvoy feeds it wide. The contest, no match for him. Slams it on the boot. Great mark under. Burton keeps that one low. Strong mark. Out on the full. Free kick to Hawthorn. The ball crosses the line. Gets boot to high. Monfries with the mark.
Monfries can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Shields with good strong hands, sending it on its way. Langford passes it. He hands it out to space.
White approaching home now. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. The Power get the badly needed goal. Umpire has the ball. Ready for the centre bounce. Levy got a fist on it. Craig with the bump. Intercepted. He grabs it on the run. He's had lots of touches this match. Rooted by Monfries. Durade has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Sends it on its way. Strong mark by O'Brien.
The Hawks have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Sending it on its way, Hartung taking aim. Hartung goes for goal. Wow, what a huge kick.
The bounces straight up and down. Levy hits it. Has it now. Monfries kicking the ball free of the pack. Intercepted. Off the side of the boot. Terrible kick. That'll be brought up by the coach at training. Ball crosses the boundary. Looks like he panicked there. Like working in a ball to the runner going past. What a great goal by Pittard. That's 4 goals. A much-needed goal for the Power.
McAvoy will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work. White lining up with the goals. If he sinks this is going to be a real morale booster for the team. The Power trailing.
Disappointing kick there. Stratton to bring it in. Run control to Major Tom. He has space for an easy mark. Thumps the pigskin. Great mark over the pack. Takes his time as he lines up the goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 45 metres out. This 45-degree angle shouldn't be too hard for Thiebert. Guided down nicely by Clody. Gets a handball away. Langford feeds it wide. An easy grab for O'Brien.
The Hawks have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Port Adelaide need to stop trying to outmark Hawthorn and just get a fist into the contest. Gunston has a kick. Westhoff with the mark.
Goes for distance. Couldn't complete the mark. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
Yes, he's giving 100% right now.
Ebert takes it well. Nice drop punt. Craig wins the marking contest. Jams it on the boot. Nankervis takes it well.
It's an absolute gimme from this angle.
Wow, do they need to score? Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? The Power could score the last 3 goals. Well, the margin's big, but there's lots of time left on the clock.
The Power need to play on at all costs now and start getting some more running goals on the board.
Omst working like a bricklayer who gets paid by the row. Marks.
The Power have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. Lining it up with the goal now. Nankervis takes a shot.
Disappointing kick there. White marks it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. White tries his luck with a shot at goal. He's having a ball. If you'll excuse the pun, White kicks his second. Momentum shifting back their way now. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Hit by Cloby. Ebert gets the ball. Sends it on its way. Nice mark there.
This one's a dead set.
40 metres from home. Man Curtis steers the ball towards goal. They're gathering some steam now. There's the bounce. Levy with the hit. Great with the football. Goes for his 50. Takes it well. Kicks it. Marked by White. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 50 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 40 degrees. I would have expected him to nail that. He's looking for options now. Whitecross gets the upper hand.
Whitecross just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. He marks the ball. He slams that on the boot, and the ball goes out of bounds. Blobby gets onto the ball. He gathers the ball. Langford picks up the ball. The ball is mopped up. O'Brien gives away the free, pushing the back.
Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. And the mark will be paid. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 45 metres out. Man Curtis to kick on a 30-degree angle. It's certainly not the easiest of shots, that's for sure. That's 6 in a row for the Power. The Power can still catch up here. They're less than a goal down.
Port Adelaide have been really predictable out there. They need to mix it up, break the line, start taking more of a chance, or this game will be lost.
Nice mark there. Choose to kick it. Wins the hard ball. Hard time. Going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. He holds his breath. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. Hawthorn can't relax too much. They're only up by 1 goal. It's not the score he was looking for. Hard time. Takes it well. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 40 metres from home. He's missed the goal. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. It's Edward Scissorhands. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Kicks it across the ground. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
It's clear that Hawthorn have been practicing their marks during the week. They've wrapped up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Need goes for home. White cuts off the ball. Stratton gathers it. Burton gains possession. He gets boot to the ball. O'Meara with good strong hands.
Bumps the pigskin. No one troubling him there.
He boots it.
Simply outplayed the opposition there. White with a chance if he keeps a cool head. White whacks one on the boot for goal. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. But Adelaide won't be too nervous yet. They can still turn this around. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Richard, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
Most players at this level shouldn't have any trouble with this conversion.
The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Levy knocks it down the field. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. He gains possession, gives it to Burgoyne. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Wines will need to give his feet a pep talk for this kick. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. 35 metres out. Play on is the call. He takes the ball over the line. The ball has been thrown in. Levy with a big fist on it. Bounces favourably for Pitter. Couldn't stop in time right there. The ball is returned to play. Deft touch from Cloby. Gets the loose ball. Boak with the kick. The ball bounced favourably for Birchall. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. That kick has covered a very long distance. O'Meara with the mark. Bonfrey's kicking the skin off that one. Great mark under pressure.
Birchall takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. Puts boot to ball.
Pittard picks up the loose ball. His kick slurs up the side of his boot. The bouncing ball is controlled. Bad kick, resulting in a free to Hawthorn. The ball heads out of bounds. Jurade feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Wow, what a hit. Reminiscent of young, lethal Lee Matthews. The hind posts should be cowering in fear. Gets boot to high. And that ball is out of bounds. Gets boot to high. A mark by Burton. Jams it on the boot now. Strong mark by Shields. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Nankervis with the mark. Works it across the ground. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Burton gets the kick off before he's poleaxed by Darchi. Gray kicks it out of congestion. Out of bounds it goes. Boundary umpire will throw it in. The ball has been thrown in. Clean tap by McAvoy. O'Mara sticks out his hands and collects the ball. That play is as high-tech as it can for. Nice torpedo, Monfries. Jurade cocks it up. He's chopped that one off. White. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. He's played on. Monfries looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Probing kick inside the 50. He takes control of the loose ball. He receives the handball, collected by Darchi. Jurade handballs to his own advantage. Nice drop punt. Great grab.
Mead has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. The umpire says play on.
The Hawks get the free kick as it goes out on the full. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. Jurade kicks. Archie got under it. Jams it on the boot. Birchall claims it. Birchall sends one up towards the wing.
No doubt about it, he was pushed.
Jams it on the boot now. Monfries marks. Low kick. Nice work from Thickery. Controlled by Darchi. That had some power behind it. It's with him now. Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
Port Adelaide with 2, great tackle, gave her no chance. Nothing, kicks, and Hawthorn with 1, 85, kicks. Not much in it. Port Adelaide and the Hawks are very level on the possession count, which reflects the evenness of this contest.
Enlightening, Richo. We're into overtime where the winner will need to show a lot of character and a lot of fun.
You can't put a limit on something. The more you dream, the further you get.
Whitecross, the better man there. Boots it. He gets above the crowd. Straight down the field. A big run to take that mark. Gets boot to high. A great effort.
McAvoy has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He kicks the ball. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. O'Meara taking aim. Westhoff picks it up. He gets the hand pass. Cracker mistimes it. Monfries marks the ball.
Lobs the pass. Picked by Beebert. Archie with an easy mark. spears a low ball. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Ebert obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Duray marks the ball. Sending it on its way. He takes the contested mark. Birchall puts his boot on it. Good mark.
Gets boot to leather. And the mark will be paid. Shields kicks it. Dances around the boundary line. Adams sends one up towards the wing. Burgoyne having no trouble taking that one. Low kick. Slams it on the boot. A solid mark from Wines.
Wines needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. The Hawks gets the free kick as it goes out of bounds on the full, and the ball goes out of play. Sending it on its way, he takes a strong mark.
Ebert wants to play on. Boots it. A good mark under the circumstances. Slams it on the boot. Nice mark there. Shields slams it on the boot. Hunter made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Sweeping handball. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. He kicks it. And it's through for the goal. Henderson gets his third. And look at that bounce. Levy gets the tap. Bonfries with the football. He's got the football now. He's streaming in for goal. Plucks it out of the air. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. Nankervis. Nothing separating these teams now. Bounce straight down.
McAvoy's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Lining it up with the goal now. He gets boot to the ball. Mitchell gets the upper hand. He slams that on the boot. Hartung with good strong hands.
Hunter likes his chances for goal. They say you miss 100% of the shots you never take, so hopefully he can just shrug that one off. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Chips it down towards half forward. Simply outplayed the opposition there. McAvoy. You don't have to wait and see that that's a goal. His fist is pumping. That's his second.
McAvoy has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
The ball in the hands of Rioli. He's had lots of touches this match. Impey gathers it. Really butchered that kick, didn't he, Richard?
That was an absolute shocker.
The bouncing ball is controlled. Pittard hand passes it. Nice interception. Sends the Sharon on its way. He takes an uncontested mark. O'Brien sends one up towards the wing. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Gray has it. This is a great angle to kick from. Gray. He holds his breath. Never looked like going through. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Looks like he'll go out wide. This is a great angle to kick from. The ball's in the air. His aim was just on. It's not the score he was looking for.
Stratton can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. The ball's up. Polek sinks the long kick. The power in front.
And look at that bounce. Definitely palmed to advantage. Bumped by Cracker. He scoops the ball off the ground. Bonfries has had plenty of it, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet.
He picks it up with the ball now. He gets the hand pass. Schoenmakers picks up the loose ball. Somehow found more room on the boundary than Wayne Howes. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. In the end, it wasn't enough to keep the ball in. Both ruckmen battling for the front spot. Levy got the hit out. Exclamation point. How about that? He'll get the free kick. He steadies now in front of goal. 20 metres from home. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't slot this one through. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here's the bounce. First hand's important. The loose ball picked up by Gray. Langford, a good crummer. No contest for that mark. A rushed kick. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. That was an interesting term right there. Your thoughts, Richo?
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
Disappointing kick there. Let's take a brief look at the stats.
Well, the scoreboard says they're winning, but you wouldn't have thought so looking at those stats.
That's pretty deep, Richo. Get your popcorn ready, strap yourself in, because we're in for a hell of a show.
It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
A miss from Gray, with Adelaide only trailing by less than a goal. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Jurade slams it on the boot. Picked up under pressure. Goodard kicks it from the pack. Scoops up the bouncing ball. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Goes up the line. Gray presents and takes the mark. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Marks. This is a great angle to kick from. Nankervis. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. You have been amiss. That's number 8. Hit by Cracker. Boat onto the ball. Choose to kick it. And the mark will be paid.
Adams just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Burgoyne kicks it. The mark will be paid. He opts to play on. Boak takes it out on the full, and the ball goes over the boundary line. Langford with the kick. Hartung marks the ball.
He takes the shot. Going. I don't believe it. That's number 3. Umpire bounces the ball.
Cracker is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Lobby collects it. Head down, going for goal. Lobby picks up the loose ball. Hitting the post on the full is a poor return. The opposition can rebound now. Hit the post on the full. There is no worse feeling. Hartung just catches the post.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. O'Brien will get the free. O'Brien getting into position for the kick. 50 metres from home. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. Johnston. What a mark. This is a great angle to kick from. Hartung. Plucks it out of the air.
Westhoff really wears his heart on his sleeve. Hartlett marks the ball, sending it on its way. Gray really forced to earn that mark. He slams that on the boot. He can't bring that mark down. Jurade intercepts the bouncing ball. He takes a strong mark.
Shields boots it. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Puts boot to ball. Great. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Jurade got under it.
Jurade, he's very loyal, but it's not that hard when you're doing what you love. He kicks it long. Need gets the ball. The ball finds its target.
Out on the fullback, Montres. Ball goes over the line and out of play. Kick by Stratton. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Finding the running player. It's like he has the ball on a string. Siglet knocks it down the field. The bouncing ball is controlled. Collected by Jurade. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. The goals are wide open. Oh, you beauty. What a kick, son. What a kick. Nothing separating these teams now. The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Big thump from Cracker. Wow, some of his hits border on felonious assault. Wines kicks from the pack. And the mark will be paid. Gets the ball on the boot. What a mark. Puts boot to ball. Nice contested mark by O'Mara. Gets boot to high. Rioli the better man there.
He's got the evasiveness and the flashy tricks of a star. Quick hands finding the running player. He hits it. The loose ball is picked up. Sending it on its way. He gets the upper hand.
45 metres out. Gunston steers the ball towards goal. Chalk up a goal for the Hawks. Goal number 6. He's really putting on a show today. Batted down nicely by Cracker. Gains possession. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Craig has his head down now. White marks on the run. He boots it. White. Richo, this match keeps getting better and better. The bounce is dead straight.
Cracker has so much potential, he could just be anything. Gets a handball to the running man. He marks the ball. He lines it up with the goal. White plays on with it. He gets boot to the ball.
Archie collects. Dishes it off by hand. Need running in, about to kick. Nice contested mark by named Curtis. Pumps the ball. What a strong mark. He surely won't miss from this distance. He's played on. Great with the kick. Wines made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. The contest, no match for him. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high, there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. The umpire telling him to play on now. Passed by Ebert. Shields with the tackle. Lobs the pass. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. He gets a free kick. He surely won't miss from this distance. What was he thinking? Free kick. Oh, no, what a miss. Schoenmakers clearly doesn't get enough attention. The umpire says, give it to me. Thwack, take that. Pollock, what was he thinking? Whitecross clearly doesn't get enough attention. He surely won't miss from this distance. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. The ball is in the air. Ziegler with the punch. This isn't fly fishing. We've seen far too many catch and releases out there. Crackett holding the ball as he's collected by Ziegler. This is a great angle to kick from. Sometimes words just aren't enough. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. The final result, Hawthorn 129 to Port Adelaide 123. Well, Richo, it's been a fun...